Hey, welcome to Amazon Live. I'm Sheryl and I am outside, as you can probably tell, because spring is coming. Been doing a lot of work here on the property and I've got some cool things that I want to show you. Now, hopefully we've got some good audio. We've got some decent video. I'm trying this new, we're going old school. We've got the phone hooked up and I'm out here hoping everything goes good. So, like I said, we got some new property and been fixing it up. We've got fruit trees. We've got a lot of land. We've got a vineyard, a small grapevines, been cleaning out a lot of stuff. If you see chickens stroll through, those are some chickens that they just kind of live here. We haven't got a coop or anything for them yet. Working on everything, also remodeling a good bit inside. That's why we're outside. So, what do I have for you? Things that I have been using. I've either used them when I lived in the desert and brought them with me because I knew I'd need them, or they are new things I've got. And let's see, because I am, like I said, going old school, so it's not going to be as fancy as some. What is the first item I have up? This was sent to me, and it has become one of my favorite items of all time out here. Lots of trees, lots of fruit trees, a whole area that I've cleaned of blackberries. And this is by a lot of tools. These are pruners, not just regular pruners either. You know, the old manual kind? That's what I had been using until they sent me these. They are cordless, so they come with 2 batteries. I have been using this battery for days out here doing stuff. The tool itself does count how many cuts you make. I know the other day I made 300. I don't pay a lot of attention to how many cuts I'm making, so I'm not sure. All I know is, as of course, while I'm trying to put this on here, I'm not paying attention. I've been using it for days out here. Had it down with the blackberries. I'm going to show you how I've been using it with the blackberries, and then out back here, I'm trying to clean that up. But let's turn this on. You're going to hear it come on. Down here in front, you've got 3 gears, 1, 2, and 3. Now, if I hit 1, then there you go. I think I've got it on 1. Then we've got 2, and we have 3. And that is going to determine how wide this blade opens, whether you're on 1, 2, or 3. So depending on how big the branch or the limb is that you want to trim, you can set that. This is much easier for me to use than the old ones where I'm really struggling, especially if I need to reach something that's very inconvenient. So this is the tool. I do want to tell you, if you get it and you just turn it on, let me turn it off and I'm going to turn it right back on for you. Now, when you first turn it on, you're going to hit the button and nothing. This is a safety. To me, that's what it is. So, what you're going to do is you're going to go 1, 2, you're going to hear the beep, and then it works. So, if you set this down for a little bit while you're doing other stuff and then come back to it, you may have to double click it again. But if you're saying, Sheryl, will it cut through stuff? Here's just one of the branches I had cut out there earlier. And let me see here. There you go. I have done this for so much. Yes, just that easy with this tool. I've got brush piles down there where I've been cleaning. I've got some over here, but simply put them around. Oh, And there you go. This branch is kind of old and dried up, but makes trimming trees super easy. I bet you now know why I love it. That's a lot less work than doing it manually. Now there's more to this. Hold up, we aren't done yet. Like I said, it comes with 2 batteries and the charger. The charger you plug it into the battery. Then here is the extension pole. This is a 2-meter pole. You can extend it right here. Here's another cool thing about it. Here you push in this black button and you can angle your tool so it's easier for you to get to those oddball places, or so that you can see where you need to get to. There you go. You can put this all different angles. And yes, it's easier when I'm not trying to look at you all. It's got the shoulder strap, so I can carry this all around the property easily. It also makes it easier when I'm using the tool, especially down, and I've got this shoulder strap on to keep it kind of close to me and more manageable. Here you've got a nice, soft, padded place, so your hand is not going to get tired or slip right there. Here is your trigger for when you're using the extension. There is a black button right here that you need to press that, and that is your safety. So when I'm using it, it's no big deal. I press it with my thumb and then squeeze the trigger. There again, if your tool has quit, you're going to press your safety, give this 2 quick clicks, and your tool is ready. The battery attaches right down here, the tool up on top. It comes with extra blade so that I can change my blade. And as you might have heard, it just beeped and shut off. It also comes with the tools you need and a little sharpening stone. So right there, you've got everything. And like I said, this has become my favorite tool. One of the other things you're going to want to do is use a little grease on it. So right here, you're going to put a little bit of oil. I've been using bar oil like I would use on my chainsaw, just putting a little bit in there to keep it moving. So every time after I use it, I clean it, I wipe it down good so there's not muck and junk on it. Put a little bit of oil in here. Then I let it go through a couple of times and I'm ready for the next use. So go check this out. This is handy. When I attach this tool and I'm down doing blackberries, if you've ever done blackberries, they can get very tall. This has been ignored for years. So these were 7-10 foot tall, some of them, and I have to get under there to cut the bottom to be able to pull them out. Well, I had been using the manual pruners, which means I have to get way up under there and get close. With this, I extend it all the way out. I've got it over my shoulder. I can reach down under there and get those blackberries trimmed right on the ground where I need them, and then I can pull them out. So this isn't just for trees and limbs, it's also for those hard to reach places. I've got grapes I've got to start pruning. This is what I'm going to use because there again, they've been ignored, and I've got a lot of vines and overgrown things back there. So I'm going to be able to cut some of those big weed vines with this and then be able to pull them out easier. When it comes to pruning my actual grape vines, I will clean this extra good and get it out there, and I can make those snips really quick and easy. So a lot of tools. Thank you very much. This is amazing, so useful. I don't know. What was I doing before they sent it to me? Working my tail off. So there you go. That's my tool pick for the day. All right, I can't hardly see. We're going to step up here so I can see what I have next. And we have, for those of you getting ready to start seeds, I've been starting seeds and getting ready for a garden. Haven't even got a tiller yet, but I'm so excited about getting seeds. I am going to bring these out. I haven't used these yet. These are going to be where I'm starting another type of seeds. Let me see if I can get these pulled apart. I've got different kinds of seed trays I've been trying. And right here, they are somewhat flimsy, but they're still sturdy. They're not like some that are just willy-nilly. These aren't bending and crunching like others. They do have the hole on the bottom. They also have the little where it's raised so that hole will let the water go through. They're good size too. Some are teeny tiny. These are fairly good size. Let me find the tray. Here is one of the trays. Right here is the tray they will sit in so that any water and such is not on your plant stand. There again, it's got little divots and ditches to help keep the water away from that soil so that you are not getting rot on your plants. At least we hope you aren't. The domes. Right here are the domes, and they're pretty sturdy. They do not snap on. So one of the things I hear people say is they just sit on there. Well, yes, you don't. I personally don't want them to snap, because if they snap, then to try to get them off, you're going to disturb your plants, probably spill your dirt, and a lot of other things. They also come with this little dealy bop on top that spins, because there are 4 ventilation holes, and you can close that so your ventilation is shut, or if it's getting too humid and you're worried about mold, mildew, things like that, or you're getting ready to start trying to harden them off a little bit, you're going to want to open those vents up so that the moisture can come out, because you don't want, once your plants start sprouting, you're going to want to open up vents, probably take the whole top off for a bit so they can get used to regular air and not just living in a nice, warm, humid spot, because then when you go to move them out, it's going to be like a real shock to them. So there you go. I will be getting my plants going probably here. I'd love to do it right away, but I know better. I know it's too soon. But there are my little seed starter trays. I'm excited about it. Don't even know what I'm growing, don't know why I'm growing. Have to get a tiller. I need a tiller. I got a riding lawnmower, but now I'm going to need a tiller. I'm also going to need a wagon to pull behind my lawnmower. That's going to be a must-have. Right now, I've been using my wagon. It is in here to do a lot of this stuff around here, and it's worked out great, but I think I want one for my lawnmower. All right, what do we have next? Here we go. We're going off this. Okay. Oh, my potting mix. Yes, I have been, like I said, I've started some downstairs, some seeds. Those are lavender plants. And I know I can grow those. Now they're sprouted. They're going pretty good. I can put them in pots as they get bigger and put them on the back deck. I can put them out and about. I've had lavender many times, so that I'm not concerned with. It's things that I need to move into a garden area that's not ready yet. So, potting soil. Here's what I have been using. This is just the Miracle-Gro Potting Mix. And this is what I've got. I know some potting soil you have to really watch because it has all sticks in it. This does not. It's got some, but it's not. Some potting soil, that's all it is. It looks like sticks and bark. And so I've had really good luck with this in the past, and that's what I'm using again right now to get my seeds started. So, ready to start seeds? This is what you're going to need, some potting soil. And you want to get decent potting soil that isn't a bunch of sticks that'll block those little sprouts as they come up. You also don't want anything too heavy that's going to hold too much moisture, or too light that won't hold any moisture. It's a fine, fine thing. You got to get going there. All right. And let's see what we have next. All right. Oh, these are cute. If you've got indoor plants, or like I've started my seeds, did I bring one out? Oh, I thought I had one out. I guess not. Shows that's what I get for not. These are for gnats, or fruit flies, or whatever you want to call them. If you've got indoor plants, you've had them. If you've got fruit in your house, you've probably had them. These are sticky traps. They come in 5 different shapes. There's little flowers, kitties, birds. I don't know what else is in here, but these are a must-have if you don't want those little tiny things flying around in your face all the time, and you don't want to multiply, and you're better off catching them and not having them. I don't know what they do, but there'll be a lot of them. Right here, you're going to peel this off. You're going to stick it in your plant. It's going to attract those flying little things. They're going to stick to it, and when it's full, you're going to throw this away and get out another one. So, since it's kind of warmed up and I do have those seeds going, this was a must-have. I know that sometimes you don't think you have them, but if you've brought your plants inside because they've been outside, I take mine out sometimes and spray them down, or just let them come out and have some fresh air. There's a good chance you're going to bring in those little gnats. Also, you can buy plants at the store, bring them home, and you've got critters that you didn't know you were bringing in, and you want to get rid of them before they're everywhere. So that is how I'm dealing with them. I've got a red-headed woodpecker over here and some other birds. I wish I could turn you around to show you. It's not going to happen right now, but yeah, the birds are out. We love the birds. I was going to show you a bird feeder, but my cardinals happened to eat it. The entire thing in 3 days, boom, gone. My chickens, usually they're right up here. I don't know where they're at this time, and that's okay, because they would be up here wanting treats the whole time. And if you don't have treats, they can get a little obnoxious. So, what do I have next? I know what this is, and let me click on it for you. All right, so we've been putting up fence area for the dogs. We've got fence that's been up. We're moving it to different places, and you've got to put in those posts. And I've been using the big green posts, you know, regular that you might see back here. They're green. They've got the little piece on the bottom. Well, let me tell you something. I am getting older, and I'm not very big. My strength is not there. I don't know how other people get their fence posts in, but this is what I got. And you're simply going to put this over the end of your fence post, raise it up, and let the weight of it slam down. This gets it done much quicker than I ever could. I also don't want to use a sledgehammer. That to me is not safe. It's hard for me to use a sledgehammer, hold the fence post, and operate a hammer. So this is what I have. And I've looked at different kinds of them with how their handles are. And the way this is angled worked out really good. Some have them straight out. Some have them, you know, just different angles. I actually like this. It's about right for me. So that when I lift up and let it go and slam it down, it works great. So if you're going to be making a fence around your garden, maybe you got chickens and you're making a little area for them, your dogs, whatever. If you're putting in fence posts, I know some people use fence posts even for their things like to grow their vines on for their garden. There you go again. Maybe you're putting in some large stakes to make different things with fence that I've seen people do to grow cucumbers and things like that. There you go. This saved me a lot of work. I don't know how I'd have got it done otherwise. Very wise choice. I'm a little smarter than I thought, that, you know, figured I'd go get one of these, see how it worked, and I'm glad I did. All right. Let's see, what is up next in our Sekey wagon? I think I know. I can see it from here. I'll mark it. All right. Up next, I have fly traps. Yes, these are disposable fly traps. They have the bait already in them. This one is not filled with water. I used these when I lived at my other place too. They work very well. I saw people in the comments saying they didn't work. Mine did. They work great. I mean, I'd have the whole thing filled with flies. You're going to cut around the top here, pull this plastic piece up so you can hang it and the flies can get in. You're going to put water in it and hang it. Now, I'm going to give you a tip. It takes about 2 days for this to really get activated and everything, and for the flies to start coming. Do not hang it by your door. Do not hang it next to your window that will be open. This needs to be hung a little ways away from you because it really does start stinking. And so I would put mine out. Last year when I used these, they were probably about 20 feet out. And just on a post, I put it out there off my deck and stuff so that it wasn't close to me. Here, because I have plenty of room, I will put these out even a little further so that I'm not smelling them when I'm outside. But it was amazing to me how many flies were in here and not in my house, not on my deck, not flying around in my face. So these are a must. And now that I have the chickens, and of course I have dogs, so anything that is outside, like, you know, animals, they draw their poop and stuff, their feed all draws flies, and this is going to help. I got no doubt. I had some left over from last year. I will probably use those and end up getting more. So go check them out. Keep those flies down to a minimum. Nobody likes them doing this. And I'm pretty sure flies remember your face, and they go tell all your friends, hey, this lady's sitting in here whacking, and they think it's funny, so they bring more. They might not really do that, but I think they do. So we are looking at more bug stuff. And bugs are a thing with me. I understand we need them. Some bugs are good, some bugs are not. They can drive me insane. We've got the fly traps. I've got the little sticky traps I showed you. What's up next? More stuff for bugs. All right. Now, mine's in a different package. Mine I've had for a while, this one. This is called Safer Diatomaceous Earth. If you've not used diatomaceous earth before, it is a baby fine powder. Very, very fine. And if you use it with any kind of blower or anything like that where you're going to spread it in mass or you've got wind, you're going to want to wear something to cover some kind of mask so that you're not breathing it all in. I don't worry about it the majority of the time, but let me get up. This is what it is. And I usually even use something to make it lighter. It's going to be all over me. But there you go. Diatomaceous earth. This I have used when I lived in the desert. Because you would get roaches and ants and beetle bugs. If you had one drip of water, all that stuff was coming in. You can put it around your house. You can put it under your house, depending on, if you have a crawl space. You want to do it when it's dry, when there's not moisture on the ground. You want to make sure that, as far as I've ever done it, there's no water drips. You fix those. There's no water setting out. There's not going to rain. Your sprinklers aren't coming on. None of that. Because you want to leave this dry. And my understanding of what happens is because it's very, very fine and got sharp edges, it gets up underneath their little hard pieces of the beetles, fleas. I believe it'll work on ticks and roaches and anything like that. And it punctures them and then it starts dehydrating them. So take away all their options for water. You want it dry so that it'll stick to them and get up under there. I've had ant holes, and I sprinkle it with a fine mist. I use a sifter, and I've sprinkled it all around and let the little guys walk through it. And sorry, ants, you gotta go. But I also use it, and I don't worry about my dogs. If you have pets that are sniffers, my dogs don't. The dogs I have now are not the sniffers where their nose is constantly on the ground. But I will be taking this and probably one day let them out one area, but I will use it over in their area and leave it for a few days so that ticks, fleas, things like that, hopefully we can get rid of. If I do end up somehow getting fleas in the house, there again, I will use it on their beds, things like that, and put a fine little dust on it, keep them off of it for a little while, and start cutting all those bugs down, because once they get going, it's a pain in the butt. You need to cut it off short. So this is what I use also with my house plants. In fact, I bought a house plant and it came in, didn't notice anything, and it had these little woolly, what I call woolly bugs. They're little white, fuzzy looking things. It was going to go to all my plants. I dust my house plants with this because those little bugs will live in the dirt. What you can also do with diatomaceous earth is sprinkle it over your plants. I've done that a lot. You can also put some in the soil, or because some bugs tend to live under at the bottom of the pot, you can put some in there and let them rub around in this and hopefully disappear. Yeah, I'm telling you, we are all about gardening and bugs and things like that. Hopefully I can do some more lives out here if I can get my signals and they work good out here. That's what I'll be doing. So next up, this is something I absolutely love. I've had these for a while. And this is my Sekey wagon. The brakes are on. It's not going to want to roll. This is like a utility wagon. And I love this because this one is big. It also has really wide wheels. It's got a brake. It has, the handle is extending. You can extend it up. This has been used when I moved. I'm on a big hill, and where we had brought in a trailer, the stuff was at the bottom of the hill. I could have carried it up one by one. No, I put it in my wagon and drug it up. That's how I brought my stuff out today, is I loaded it up and pulled it around in the wagon. This is great if you go to flea markets, craft shows, outdoor events where you are buying a lot of stuff, or maybe you have a booth and you're trying to cart stuff in. That works too. My dogs have sat in it. Yeah. Go to car shows and need to set up, carry your stuff. Going to the beach. I'm not near the beach, but if I was going to the beach, I could load this up with my beach goods, be it my cooler, my chair. I had my chair in it earlier too. I brought out my tripod, everything, loaded up in here and pulled it out. So go check out these beach wagons. Sekey, I've got 2 different Sekey wagons. Love them both. This was the one that was handiest. Like I said, I've been using it around the yard for stuff. I've got a bunch of branches that I need to haul down to the bottom so that we can start getting rid of those. I may have to use this until I can get a cart for my riding lawnmower. I'd like a little wagon to latch on and use that, but I don't have that yet. I may have to load this up. I mean, that's what it's for, hauling stuff. Maybe not branches and stuff, but we'll get her done one way or another. Even had my water bottle in there. And yes, it does have brakes, and that's a good thing because, like I said, I'm on a hill. I'm sitting on a hill now, and I've got those brakes on. It steers really well. Some of them don't steer very well. This one does. Like I said, the wheels are, I don't know if I can get them up for you to see. There you go. These are nice wide wheels, and I like that. That makes it easier to get over things, especially in my yard where there's divots and things. The front wheels do spin 360. It's got a nice bottom that folds out and is heavy duty. Yep. So that is how I brought everything out. That is what I'm going to do. I'm going to load it all back in and haul it back around to the other side. All right. There you go. This one, you've seen it all day. This is, Swonder sent me this chair to check out, and I absolutely love it. I've got another one by Swonder that is just a regular camp chair that just has the 4 legs. This one, however, is a rocking chair. Now, I usually don't use it on the hill. I use it on the deck. I've had it in the basement. I use it out back where it's more flat. The reason I couldn't do this out back is I was afraid my signal wouldn't be as good out there. But this chair is so comfortable. It's got the 2 drink holders. This back here, this comes off. So if I want, let me unhook this and show you. Now in the winter, this is great. This summer, I can pull it up, and this is all mesh. So if, it's hot, you want that airflow, I can pull that off and it will be just fine. Give me a little extra airflow. If I'm wet because I've been in the sprinkler. Who knows what. Been in the hot tub. Want to get out and sit down and not get this all wet. I'll just pull this piece off and it'll be good to go. It folds up nice and small. So like I said, I carry it all around the property so that when I take a break, I have somewhere to sit that I'm comfortable. And I love rocking chairs. In fact, I want to, when I get something and get a bunch of this branches and all down there, I'm going to have a little fire and be burning a bunch of this. And guess what? This is the chair I will be taking down with me so that I can just sit around, relax, and rock like an old lady out in the boonies. I think that's what we're supposed to do. At least I hope it's what we're supposed to do, because that's what I'm doing. So, and the last item I have for you, I guess I got to get up and switch it. Let me do this. Oops. All right. These have been on my face the whole show. These are my Oakley sunglasses. Ta-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All right. Now, let me tell you, I never wore sunglasses. I just didn't do it. I've worn eyeglasses, prescription eyeglasses, since I was in kindergarten. So I've always just had prescription glasses, never messed with sunglasses, anything like that, until I got told I had to start wearing sunglasses. So I wanted something that kind of blocked on the sides, kept them from coming in, because a lot of sunglasses that are cute, they don't cover everything. And I'm like, if I've got to get sunglasses, I want ones that completely cover everything. I wear these out here in the yard. I wear them to car shows. These are prescription. So I want to make that clear. These aren't just ones that you're going to buy. I actually had prescription lenses put in them. My tinting, I got what they recommended for driving in the desert and out at the shooting range. So because it's outdoor and it was a desert, of course I've moved, but that's okay. They're still working great. These to me are very comfortable. And so I like wearing them. They are only for distance. I can't see anything up close. But that's what I ordered and that's what I got. So I wanted to share them with you. If you are looking for some good prescription sunglasses, they can. I don't know if every place will make them prescription. I know there's a lot of places. You can get them with your prescription. So, or if you don't need that, just go get some regular. And I love them. I'd wear them all the time. But I can't see everywhere with them, and they're a little too dark in the house or at night. But there you go. Get you some good sunglasses. Protect your eyes, because that's why I had to get them. I found out that when I went to an eye appointment, they said you need to start wearing sunglasses. And I said, okay. And yes, these are men's sunglasses, but they work great for me, and I don't care. I'm comfortable. They stay on. So even when I'm sweating and I've been out here doing stuff and I'm just pouring sweater when I lived in the desert and it would get so hot, they don't fall off. I was afraid they would, like a lot of glasses, but they don't. I also couldn't have glasses that touched my face due to a facial nerve disorder. Nothing could touch my face when I got them. So these don't have to touch my face. They touch back here. And that's another bonus. They don't wrap around my ear, which I have from surgery, scar tissue. And I don't have to worry about that because these are the straight back arms on them. So there you go. Hope you have enjoyed this show. Hope you found something that might be useful for you in your garden. I am in hopes to do some more shows out here. Since the sun is out, it's actually gotten a little warmer than when I planned this morning. If we get some more nice days and I've got some more tools and gardening things, I will be trying to bring out and show everybody what I use. If I don't use it, I'm not showing it. So there you go. Hope you are off to a great week. Hopefully your garden, you've got it planned if nothing else. Hopefully I get a tiller and I can start mine, and then maybe I will see if I can get a booster and go down and we'd do a live while I gardened. That might be fun. Who knows? So hit the follow button and we will see you in the next time. Not sure when that is. All gonna depend on the weather. We're just happy it's nice today.